Hey, what's up everyone? I'm back. It's that time of the year again. Treefort has announced their lineup, Treefort Music Festival, and many people have expressed to me sentiments of Treefort being whack. So I'm here to talk about the things that I hear every single year Treefort announces their lineup, and I'm also here to offer some hot takes that maybe you can think about to better enjoy this annual event here in Boise. But before we get into all that, be sure to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button to help me get these YouTube numbers up, because my self-esteem and self-worth depends on it. Every year I find myself making the same points over and over to different people who say things like, how come Treefort always brings all these no-name bands? Why is it so expensive? Where are my favorite artists? Treefort sucks. A bunch of other stuff, right? So let's take it one step at a time here and just allow me to address all these questions that I get every damn year, as well as offer you my own personal strats at the end of this video so that you can hopefully enjoy Boise's biggest music and arts event a little bit more. All right, first topic. How come Treefort always brings these no-name bands to town? Well, this is kind of the spirit of Treefort, is it not? Correct me if I'm wrong. This festival is built on nobody's, quote unquote. The first Treefort had maybe a couple big names, but even the big names were only big in the indie scene, and the majority of the rest of them were locals. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the festival is, I don't know if it's coined as this, but I know for at least one of the years, the tagline was Festival of Discovery. Because that's the whole point. You attend the festival to discover new music and bands and artists that you've never heard of before. Because, I mean, isn't that what all you white knights want to do on the internet anyway? You want to support the underdogs, all these people that nobody knows about, right? Well, here's your chance, bucko. Go to the festival and support these artists, all these independent artists who do everything by themselves, no promoters, no nothing, right? Go support them, go check them out. Ever since day one, right? I've been attending Treefort for 10 plus years now, and ever since the first one, it's always been no-name bands from the beginning. So, I don't know, that argument just seems kind of weird to me every year, right? Because that's how it's been since day one. I've never known more than a few bands and performers at each Treefort, which is not a bad thing. I think it's cool, but also that's just how I am as a music and events consumer, right? I like when I don't know who somebody is, because I like to discover, that's how I discover new music and find new favorite artists for myself. Second topic, why is it so expensive? Well, for 2023, the general pass is $270. That is a lot of money. Do not get me wrong. That's a lot of money. Money may be hard to come by for some people. That's okay. But if you want to break this down mathematically, Treefort will host 200 plus bands and artists. A typical show roster would be 3 or 4 performers, but let's go with 3. Bear with me. I'm going to hit you with some Steiner math here, but that breaks down to about 67 shows. Now, $270 divided by 66 shows brings you to about $4 a show. $4. A lot of your favorite artists charge anywhere between $10 to $25 a show, so you do the math there. Also, think about other big name music festivals like Coachella or South by Southwest that charge anywhere between $400 to $800 for a general pass. We've got it pretty good with Treefort. Now, for my particular viewers, you would happily, and I'm not calling anybody out here, I'm not calling a particular group of people out or anything, but for my viewers who watch my stuff, you would happily drop $270 plus on a fight stick or whatever you're into, right? You'll gladly drop that much money. And sure, you might argue that a fight stick lasts longer than 5 days, and if you mean that, then it just illustrates where you place value. Not to say that if you don't go to Treefort that you hate music and the labor that artists put in, but you get the picture. People they place value in different things, and that's cool, that's okay. Topic number 3, where are my favorite artists? When people say this, they're looking for either their own favorite artists or more recognizable artists, I feel like. If you're looking for the former, then you might as well just throw together a playlist on Spotify and listen to that, because everyone's individual music tastes are so different that if one person gets to put together their dream concert, then guarantee somebody else isn't gonna like it. That's just how it goes. So now, if you're looking for the latter, more popular artists, then you're just gonna complain that the festival's sold out once they start booking big artists like Beyonce or Dua Lipa or Taylor Swift or Kendrick Lamar, right? Not that there's anything wrong with those artists, but bigger artists, more money, more eyes on the event, until the festival that started as a grassroots movement becomes just another festival filled with more Instagram influencers than actual fans of music. That's kind of the danger of a festival that prides itself on independent musicians if they bring in big names. Also, I keep going back to it, but Treefort is the festival of discovery, a place for the little people to shine. So how does having a huge name artist cultivate that mindset and what Treefort is all about? So what do I know? Just something to think about. Topic number 4. I hear this a lot. Treefort sucks. When I hear this from someone, I ask why they think this, and then I typically get the responses I've already listed previously. Treefort wasn't what it once was. Well, again, as I've said, I've attended every Treefort for 10 plus years now, and at each one, I've known no more than a few bands, if any at all. So to me, I don't see a loss of identity anywhere when for Treefort. There's that old saying, and I don't know if I'm gonna get this right, but I'll do my best. If you run into an asshole, fuck that guy. But if you keep running into assholes, maybe you are the asshole, or something like that. But apply it to Treefort, right? Like, if you continue to dislike Treefort, maybe it's not really the festival that's the issue. Maybe you're the issue, right? Something to think about. A lot of my peers, including myself, we're getting older, and I know how easy. I know it's hard to see. I know it's hard to see that I'm getting older because my skin, flawless, right? The face, the skincare routine every day, But we are getting older, believe it or not. And I know how easy it is to dismiss all these new bands that you've never heard of. But perhaps for some of you who might think that Treefort consecutively hasn't been bringing the heat, maybe you are just getting too old for it. I'm sorry to say. Some of you might get upset at that, but I'm just spitting facts right now. I'm dropping bars, you know what I mean? Maybe it's time to check out the Boise Music Festival or the Western Idaho Fair concerts, where it's free or at a lower cost and features your favorite artists from the 80s and 90s. All right, now, please allow me to offer my own strats for enjoying Treefort Music Festival. Okay, this is for mainly new fans, new festival goers, but also for people who may have lost their spark for Treefort or whatever, right? Just check it out. Just listen to what I got to say here, okay? Go in with low expectations. That's not to say like expect the worst time or worst music or whatever, but you have to temper your expectations and just be open to an experience. Be curious. Curious about the different performers, curious about what kind of food will be there, curious about the different forts that will be there. Just be curious about everything. You don't know what you're gonna see, right? No, I don't think anybody knows. I like to just go into whatever building is near me at that time, wherever I'm at, right? A lot of times too, I'll run into someone I know and they'll say, hey, come see this band with me, they're sick. And I'll follow them and either be delightfully surprised or not. And if I'm not, I could just leave and go somewhere else. How profound is that? I could even go home if I wanted. Don't expect to be able to see all performers or even every band on your own personalized list. We are talking 200 plus bands here in 5 days. You literally cannot watch them all. But that's okay. Just do your best and make it to whichever shows you can. Remember to use your tools. These come in the form of Spotify playlists that Treefort creates, so you can hear some of the performers who will be there, the app, and even your friends, word of mouth. Just, there's tools out there to help you get through this and enjoy the festival. When it comes to partying, do not get drunk too fast. Remember, this is 5 days long and is a marathon. And I know some of you don't plan on attending every day, which is fine too. Then go ahead, get trashed. But enjoy some beverages, but don't get blasted on the first day. You want to preserve your energy so that you can enjoy all the days that you are attending. And for the love of Buddha, do not forget the food trucks, because there are some good ass food trucks there. Super good food. This is optional, but staying near downtown is really cool too. It's a pretty good strat. I used to do this with a group of friends, but they all got married and have kids and all that shit, but we don't do that anymore. But we used to, and it was a blast, and it was cool because you could really party and then just wander back to your hotel, not worry about driving or bicycling or getting an Uber, whatever, right? You just walk back to your hotel. So that's like a super top secret pro strat right there. Also, check out the other forts. Hack Fort, they've got that for all the people who are into tech. and science and computers and all that shit. Yoga Fort is really cool. It's a fantastic way to start the morning and kick your hangover. I've done it a couple times and I've really enjoyed it. Film Fort for those interested in independent movies, shorts, and films. Ale Fort for all you alcoholics. Skate Fort, Kid Fort, Drag Fort. I mean, there's like a bunch of other forts and they're all worth checking out, so check them out. Another pro strat too that I'd like to recommend is, I've mentioned earlier, right? Some people may not have the means to afford a ticket or go to the festival or whatever, but you can just go downtown and still soak in the experience. There are some venues that are like outside and you can just listen for music. You hear the music, just walk that way, and you can probably sit nearby, or I can't remember at the beer place. I think it's called Woodland Empire, but I think you could just go in and just get a drink and just chill there. Like, I don't think you even need a wristband to go there and enjoy music. I might have my facts wrong, but anyway, just go down. You would be surprised at all the free stuff that you can indulge in. So the food trucks are definitely free. Yeah, there's some free stuff down there too. So don't feel like just because you can't buy a pass that you can't enjoy the festival. Go down there, check it out, see what it's all about, and have a good time. Now, let me recommend some bands for you to check out for Treefort 2023. I'm really excited about the festival and to check out more new music. You know, a lot of people know me. You know I love checking out music, especially artists I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and list off some artists that I do know of. I've either seen them live or have heard of them before on Spotify or whatever. There's too many, so I'm just gonna list them for you right now, and you all know how to Google. So for Treefort 2023, look these bands and musicians up. I highly recommend peeping Unknown Mortal Orchestra, Build to Spill, of course, Boise's hometown heroes, Brigitte, so sick. Those guys are so tight. If you want to dance, go see Brigitte. Spoonbenders, Blood Lemon, you know, girl power. I'm telling you, go check out Blood Lemon. They're amazing. Zeta has crazy energy. I believe they're from Venezuela. I hope they're from Venezuela, or I'm gonna sound like a bigot, but anyway, go see Zeta. They're tight. Black Hippie, Prism Bitch, Crush the Monster, Papas, Itchy Kitty, The Max. I saw these guys at Flipside Fest and became a big fan. The fucking front guy, he's like Shawn Michaels. He's like a showman, you know, so you gotta go see The Max. They're sick. Elder Bellew, The Very Most, those are the homies right there. 11 and Jason D, of course. Lobo Lara, Rakim, Dirt Russell. This band is really awesome. They've got a new project coming out pretty soon, some vinyl as well. And the drummer in Dirt Russell, especially her, you can't miss her. She is incredible and majestic. Go see Nobody, my homies Nobody, Rat Champion, Winter Forever, Pace Jackson. That's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just the first announcement. There's gonna be plenty more announcements coming out, so stay tuned to the new artists that will be announced, and just check out all those artists I mentioned, and then also just have an open mind and check out all these other artists that you've never heard of. Guarantee you will probably find somebody that is sick, so check it out. Anyway, that's the end of my video. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for watching me ramble. I felt like, again, I hear these comments every single year, and so I figured, hey, you know, I need to make some content with a K anyway. So let me go ahead and make this video to hopefully present a different aspect to things, and also try to help people who either have never gone to Treefort or maybe have gotten like Treeforted out or whatever. You know, let me try to offer you my own strategies on how to navigate this big event, right? One of Boise's biggest events. I do also want to clarify that Treefort did not pay me to make this video. This video is not intended to shill the event or anything. I'm not trying to get a free pass, none of that, right? I'm just doing this because I really enjoy Treefort. I've been going, like I said, since the first one for 10 plus years, and I think it's a really good time. I have a blast every time, and I think that other people can have a really good time too, as much fun as me, as long as they kind of shift their thinking a little bit, right? Maybe you're just approaching it from a direction that, I don't want to say the wrong direction, that's not the right word, but anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to offer you a different perspective to maybe help you enjoy the festival a little bit more. I am very happy and thankful that Treefort is a thing here in Boise. It's a big promoter for arts, film, and music, which, as a lot of you know, I'm passionate about the arts. Duck Club, everybody doing their thing over there. Thanks for continuing to pour your hearts into this festival for our city to enjoy, as well as for everybody all over the US to come through and enjoy. All right, I'm rambling. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Let's continue this conversation down below in the comments. Let me know, what artists are you excited to see at Treefort 2023? You know, also what advice you might have for people who are new to the festival, or to people who may be burned out on the festival. Let me know what's up. Let me know what's on your mind. Let's continue this conversation down below in the comments. Of course, please don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the channel. We got to get these numbers up. Hit me up, follow me on all the socials. I'm on Twitch like all the time, so come hang out with me in the Twitch chat. Thanks for watching, and I definitely look forward to seeing everybody at Treefort 2023. It's gonna be a lot of really great artists, and a lot of really great artists that I don't even know about yet, but I'm excited to discover them. I'm excited to discover them with you. So I'll see you at the shows. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, everybody.